Hello and welcome to another episode. In this video series we are checking out submissions to the DungeonCrawler Game Jam of 2025. And this time we will have a look into Dungeons of Dreams 2 by wolfheat. And before we look into the game, as always, the reminder that there is a playlist down in the video description, and that playlist contains a pilot episode explaining what a game jam is, what a dungeon crawler is, and the specific rule set of this game jam. For example, there needs to be a chicken and one of the theme implementations. So let's see what is mentioned here on the page. Dungeon Crawler puzzle game made for Dungeon Crawler 2025 Game Jam. How to play? WASD is for moving, Q and E is for turning. Okay, right mouse plays bombs, requires an empty space ahead. Yeah, there has been a Dungeon of Dreams 1 in the last game jam, and that was also about placing bombs and making your way to, I think it was some temple. So yeah, right mouse plays bombs. So they, for example, I was mentioning the rules of the game jam. People can reuse stuff. It's not like you have to do everything from scratch, but the game in itself needs to be made within this specific game jam here. So right mouse plays bombs, requires an empty space ahead. Alright, left mouse to do minimal damage if out of bombs. You mostly just walk into items to interact with them. Okay, this year I started a bit late and I could not figure out what type of game to create for many days. I finally decided on what eventually became this game, and I hope that it will bring some joy and to anyone that plays it. Alright, so I downloaded the game, and with that, let's have a look into Dungeons of Dreams 2 by wolfheat. And here we are in the menu, and it's the first game. I played over 20 games so far. It's the first game where when I started it, I had to not do any changes. It was starting like that, and it was already like the perfect configuration for me. Now I don't know if maybe this, because this doesn't look like a standard setting, maybe this game is taking the settings I made for the first game or something like that. I don't know. But either way, it's the perfect settings to start with for me. So, oh, was there something else mentioned? No, it's just right click or F to place bombs. There was left, right click, right, left click, right click. Use of mouse is optional. Okay. Let's start a game. Okay. Before we, no, let's first run around a bit. We also have the controls mentioned in the bottom here. Music. The music is cool. It's very melancholic. Okay. Bloop. Gem. I don't know what these gems are for. Or are these my bombs? No, these are bombs. Right mouse button. This didn't do anything. So maybe these walls are not destructible. So we just bump into that stuff and then it opens up. Oh, okay. This wall can be destroyed, I guess. Secret! Okay, maybe we should check what happens if we are one tile away. Okay, but I used up my bombs and apparently that's limited. Don't have the key, and I think I got myself stuck now. That was very well done. Okay, so So you need to use these bombs wisely, otherwise you will be stuck. So before we start over, let's quickly look into perspective and controls. This perspective is pretty much perfect. I think this, yeah, this is a good example. We can see the walls left and right. We can see the tile we are standing on. You can also see the tile in front of us, like the proportions are fine. And maybe if there was like one thing maybe which could be adjusted, but it depends on the game and priorities and whatnot, is the camera height maybe, just because the way it is, there's a lot of like nothingness here, a lot of empty sky. But the perspective in itself is pretty much perfect, and if we compare that to... What? That's interesting. Yeah, because I put that to some combination of Alt plus something. But yes, you can see that with this Grimrock overlay, it looks pretty much the same. Grimrock has slightly bigger tiles, but I would say that the Grimrock tiles are even bigger than maybe the norm. But yeah, it's like this. The way it is in this game here is perfect. So, and the controls, they are also pretty much perfect. So if we move forward and type right, it's queued up. So it feels perfect to move around here. Also, if you move forward twice, it's also queued up. Yeah. No, the movement feels perfect. So yeah, we are bogged now. So we need to go to the menu and start a new game, I guess. And I hope it correctly resets everything, because that is also sometimes an issue with jam games, that you need to... that you actually need to restart the game. So we need to go there, otherwise we are stuck. Bomb. The sound, the volume is a bit inconsistent. Something are, like this key for example is relatively loud. These are fine. This is loud. Oh, okay, this was a port or something. And we need another key for... Oh, okay, there's another wall. Okay, but there was another one. And another key. Can we move back using the teleporter again? No. Nope. Okay, let's go through the door then. This, for example, this gem is relatively silent. And I ran out of bombs. But we still have one key left. And we've got another hit point. Oh. Okay, so this other thing was probably just an extra. Okay, so you can probably try to find all the secrets. I just hope that it's not like we need to have bombed something in order to get a key, which we will need to use later on. Maybe there are also some additional keys available. Oh. Mm-hmm. Okay. Definitely has a different different mood and pacing than last year's entry, which was very much like almost a bit like playing Bomberman, running through and placing bombs everywhere and putting the whole level into yeah, destroying the whole levels. And this one is very, you need to look out, be careful what you do. But of course it's also kind of, or yeah, it's very linear. So where do we need to go? There's the door, okay. And we need one more gem, I guess. That's a teleporter, I think. What I didn't see yet is the theme implementation, which could be genre fusion, heist, sinking ship, or treasure hunting. I mean, you can always say it's treasure hunting. But it's not a particularly great implementation of treasure hunting. Well, I mean, you can unlock secrets and get the stuff from behind secrets. Well, actually, you have a high score, so yeah, I can see treasure hunting. You can try to get a high score and the best score possible somehow. But I didn't see a chicken yet, so maybe that's still coming. It is... I mean, we can probably blow ourselves up. Let's just see what happens. Okay, that was... Ah, okay, so we respawn at the last point. I don't know what these hearts are good for then. I expected to just lose one heart, because without enemies, without anything which can take away one heart, what is the point of having more hearts? Okay. We have one bomb left, so I hope that I won't get... Ah, okay, there's more. And there's a porter, so... We also have one key left. Ah, this was just way back. Uh-huh. Big treasure room. But this is also teleporter, right? So we could go away, so maybe... Ah, okay. So we needed to put in all these crystals to open the door, and maybe we can just take another round with going back into this portal. Okay. Ah, so... Shop. Oh, cool. Okay, chicken speed. There's the chicken. 20 bombs. Okay, we should probably buy some bombs. Bananas. Of course, we should have some bananas. I have no idea what they're good for. $60 bombs, that should be enough. Boss. Oh. What the... Okay. Dead. Okay, revive. It's a bit brutal in the way he is like placing the fire, and we get the... Oh, and okay. So we get our money back. But the stuff which is lying around is not respawning, so it actually gets much harder the additional tries. It's very hard to not get hit if... Like if you're... okay, I didn't buy any bombs, so now I'm screwed. Okay, I think I have an idea how to... But yeah, that's a bit brutal. I'm not sure what the bananas are supposed to do. And there's some... okay, we with chicken speed. Yeah, okay. I'm not sure what yeah, what the bananas are supposed to do with chicken speed. Okay. Yeah, that's helpful. Yeah, that helps quite a bit. But I mean, the boss also does have a lot of hit points. And the area of effect of that bomb seems to be different to what we basically learned in the game previously. And it's just using 2 hit point, 2%. No, now it was 4%. Yeah, the chicken speed makes a big difference. But still, we need a lot of bombs. Aua. Yeah, that's probably too risky to do. Still 60%, so that's... I mean, it's certainly possible. And the first try is definitely I mean, it is definitely possible, but yeah, you're not too allowed to make any mistakes. That didn't do anything. Mm, 42. Still a long way to go. That's too far away. Oh. Ah, shit. Nope. 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 Die! Whew, okay, we did it. And the teleporter is available. Whew. And with that, we won the game. Alright. A game by wolfheat. A variety of assets were used to create this game. Graphics, 3D, pure poly, ultimate low poly mining, bit jam, hand painted mining series, yeah, and so on, and so on, and so on. You can read that. So yeah, that was a nice entry. Was I felt a bit up. yeah, I say upbeat, felt a bit melancholic. The theme implementation, yeah, as I mentioned, the treasure hunting thing, so you can try. It was actually quite interesting that at the end you could actually use all the money. It was not just about the high score thing. So, yeah, it kind of worked together with that. You need to do some treasure hunting in order to survive the end, because otherwise you don't have enough bombs, right? So that was kind of an interesting ending. So, I have this final combat, which wasn't actually too easy. As I mentioned, the perspective was great, the movement was great. Yeah, overall, well, the title screen kind of has nothing to do with the game, but yeah, it was a nice entry by wolfheat. And if you want to try your luck, you will find a link to the game down in the video description, a link to the itch.io page, and there you will also find a link to the playlist which I mentioned in the beginning, where you can find all the other entries and videos I did so far. And of course you can also subscribe to the channel to not miss any of the new videos I upload. And with that, thank you for watching, and I hope to see you again next time. That has been Dungeon of Dreams 2 by wolfheat. Bye bye.